All right, so I'm going to try something a little bit different here. I just shot this entire long video talking about the iPad and the Tab S6 Lite, which one is better, which one is right for you. So I'm going to call this TLDR Tech. Too long, didn't read. I know that I can be long-winded and I can talk forever. So I'm going to try and make this short video and talk about the iPad 2019 10.2-inch model and the brand new Tab S6 Lite. Which one is right for you? Which is the best budget tablet for 2020? So before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can get updates on the latest videos. Now, let's see how fast we can talk about this. All right, so the first thing, we're going to talk about the Tab S6 Lite. It's the little brother to the Tab S6, comes with the S Pen, comes in 3 colors. You can get it in gray, blue, or pink, starting at $350. Now, the S Pen comes with it. It mounts on the side here, it mounts on the side over here, and it mounts here on the back, if I can get it rotated properly. So $350 gets you 64 gigabytes of storage, which is plenty good for a tablet. You can even get a 128 gigabyte model for like an extra 75 bucks. So $350 and it's like $420 for the upgraded model with more storage. Now it's got a 10.4-inch screen on it. It's got a full HD plus resolution, which is perfectly fine. It's an LCD. It's running Android 10, Samsung's version One UI 2.1, which is basically the same as the phones that are out now. There's no fingerprint sensor on it. It does have facial recognition technology, but unlocked. Now, it also, you can access it by using the little pattern or the pen, whichever you want to type in. So you've got that going for you. It's got a 5 megapixel front-facing selfie camera, which is better than the iPad with the 1.2 megapixel. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera on it, which is basically the same as the iPad. They're about on par, but this one is capable of taking portrait shots if you feel so inclined, even the selfie camera. So 7,000 milliamp battery, rated for about 13 hours of mixed use, which is good. No wireless charging, no IP rating, none of that crazy stuff. It's a tablet, not a phone. And can you imagine putting this on a wireless charger? This one, headphone jack on the top, USB-C charging on the bottom, and it has stereo speakers. So you've got, if you hold it in landscape mode, you've got one over here and you've got one over there. So pretty good. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM inside of it, which is perfectly good. You can do some light gaming on here. PUBG's fine. You can play Call of Duty Mobile on here. Don't even attempt to play Fortnite. It runs like complete garbage. As far as the screen itself, it's nice. You can use the S Pen to interact with the screen. You can draw on it. You can draw on the screen, do your screen capture stuff. You can do the AR doodle things. So if you like Samsung, if you like Android, this is probably honestly going to be the tablet for you. It works well, and even now, if you have a Samsung phone, it has a feature like iMessage where you can use it and send text messages. It basically connects to your phone through Wi-Fi, over the Wi-Fi signal, and they're paired together essentially. And just like iMessage, you can receive your phone calls and text messages and reply straight from the tablet, which is a really nice feature. And one of the things that led me to go ahead and keep this, and my wife is now using my iPad, which is fine because she uses an Apple device. I use a Samsung device. So if you have a Samsung phone, you're probably going to want this or to get the Tab S6. But there's still some reasons you might want to get the iPad because the iPad is a really nice tablet. So that's my short and breezy version on the Tab S6 Lite. Let's go ahead and talk about the iPad 2019 model. All right, so the 2019 iPad comes in 3 colors: silver, space gray, and also in the rose gold color, the traditional colors that Apple likes to use. One nice thing on here is it has the fingerprint sensor. So you've got Touch ID. It's running the latest iPadOS, which is perfectly fine. If you're familiar with iPads or if you've also used an iPhone, it's going to be very familiar to you. So if you have an iPhone, you're probably going to want this. I don't know why you'd want an iPhone and then get a Samsung tablet, but hey, sometimes those people exist, and the Tab S6 Lite is a good, cheap Android option. Now, this one has a 10.2-inch screen. It's got a higher resolution. It's like 2100 by 1600. That's not exact, that's approximate. And it looks nice. And it's also got an 8800 milliamp battery instead of a 7000. So you should get longer battery life out of this. And plus, Apple devices tend to be pretty good when it comes to power consumption. 8 megapixel camera on the back, like I mentioned. Portrait, the pictures are about on par. And then you have the 1.2 megapixel selfie on the front, which I don't understand at all, but that's what Apple did. I mean, shoot, in the MacBook Pro 2019 model that I'm using, it still has a 720p front-facing selfie camera. So Apple does Apple. Yeah, no facial recognition on here. You've got the speaker setup down on the bottom. So I actually like the speakers better on the Samsung as opposed to this one. It does have a lightning charging port on the bottom, and then you got your volume buttons over here. There's no mute button, and the iPhones all have the mute button. I don't know why they can't put it in the tablet. I wish they would. That'd be really nice. But also it has the headphone jack as well. So a lot of things going for you there. Now, this one runs you there's $329 MSRP, but you can pick it up for $250 most places right now. I got this one from Best Buy, $250. You can get it if you're in the military from the exchange shop at my exchange. You can get it from like Target. There's so many places now that are having this on sale for $250. 32 gigabytes of storage, not really enough in my opinion, but it kind of works, especially if you don't back up and copy all of your videos and your pictures over. It does, like I said, 32 gigabytes. 6 gigabytes of that is about the iOS, so you get about 28, 27, I think, if I remember correctly. So if you just do like streaming, just use this as a media tablet, put a couple of games on here, 32 might be fine. Of course, it has iCloud storage, which is really nice. Samsung doesn't really have that. It's much, much better and integrated into the Apple product. So if you want, you can get a 128 gigabyte model. It's a little over $400. It doesn't come with the Apple Pencil, but it does have Apple Pencil support. So if you want to get a Generation 1 Apple Pencil, which I think they're about $79 now, don't quote me on that, you can use it with this, just like the Tab S6 Lite has the S Pen. So there's no expandable storage in here. That's kind of a downside as well. But like I said, that's kind of how Apple works. You know how it works with the phone, and you can get the iCloud stuff. So yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. Both of them will last you pretty much all day long. When you use a tablet, it's really not the same as a phone where you need to worry about screen on time. Is it going to make it till I get home from work? This is really ideal for like leisure, for travel, to give to your kids while you're in the car. Just casual usage. Now, Apple has more and better accessories, and even has like keyboards cases you can get. The Samsung Tab S6 Lite doesn't even have an official Samsung keyboard for it. And I think that was intentional. They really wanted to set this aside, throw the Lite name on it, and let you know this is really just to be a tablet. It's a tablet made to be a tablet. It's not made to be a laptop replacement like the Tab S6. And the iPad is not meant to be a laptop or computer replacement either. That's what the iPad Air and the Pro are for, if you feel so inclined, but they're also a lot more money. So that's all I've got on my side-by-side comparison of the Tab S6 Lite and the 2019 iPad. Try to get this done quick, fast, and in a hurry so that you can get all the relevant information you need in this short time frame instead of having to listen to me ramble on for 15 minutes. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can get updates on the latest videos. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.